I'm sorry, the Heat have been screwed. The Heat have been absolutely screwed, by the way. Like, they have been screwed. Terry Rozier will still get his full salary. Because the investigation is expected to last 12 months, he's just on leave. So the Heat can't even write off his salary. Give them their picks back, NBA. Give them their pick back. This is embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. Give them their pick back. Like, it is, what are those lines? It's an NBA Cup ball, is it? Imagine getting paid $26 million to sit in jail. The Heat got screwed. The NBA knew Rozier was under investigation, didn't tell the Heat before they traded for him, and now they have to pay him $26 million while Rozier was literally wearing a Hornets hoodie to his jail booking. The guy has zero chance of ever playing for the Heat again. And the guy has zero chance of ever playing in the NBA again. Like, Terry Rozier has played his last game in the NBA. That's the way good unions work. I agree. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't even care. I don't care that much about the Heat having to pay his money. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. I think they need to get their Heat back. They need to get their pick back. $26 million is less than they'd lose in court with expenses. Good thing the money won't be coming from our cap. Yeah. How did Jonte Porter get banned for life? This guy can't, because Jonte Porter got banned for life after everything came out. Problem is, this guy, the NBA will be actually paid to try to screw the Heat any chance they get. He just got full on renegade. Like, the Miami Heat have been screwed over. Like, absolutely screwed over. And the NBA, by the way, are refusing to answer questions. They're refusing to answer questions about this whole thing. See this from Barry Jackson, new from Anthony Chang and me, how the Heat was left in the dark with the Rozier trade, with information withheld from them before they traded Larry and a first rounder. Heat now left too many questions in multiple course of action. The NBA holds apparent two key areas involving the Heat. One, whether to reward them a draft pick to compensate them for the withheld information. Two, whether Silver will void Rozier's contract soon. Labor's agreement suggests he can, or wait for a trial months from now when it will be irrelevant for the Heat since his contract is expiring. It seems like the NBA, Adam Silver, I mean this when I say this, the NBA could be running a cult with a plan of like mass deletion. And Adam Silver is so pro player that he would give it the thumbs up. Like, I mean this, there is nothing that the players can do that will make Adam Silver. This is why I think Adam Silver is the worst commissioner to lead the league through this. He's so players first that the players can do literally anything. Like, they could do anything, and Adam Silver would be on the player side. So you can see here from it seems like it's not a guarantee anyway that they don't get the pick back.
Of this situation, I know you said it was evolving, but how could it affect the Heat moving forward?
There's huge factors. Right now, all we know, like Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier is on paid leave. The question is, does he become suspended? Then the Heat get half of his salary back. Is he kicked out of the league? Then the Heat get all of his salary back. All of a sudden, they'd have like $16 million under the luxury tax to spend on players. They're going to have to add 2 players to redo their roster. But here, Trish, is a really compelling and interesting factor. The Heat still owe the Charlotte Hornets a first-round pick from that January 2024 trade that also sent Kyle Lowry to the Hornets. Well, it might be a case of caveat emptor, or it might be a case of, hey, we got something we didn't know about. The league didn't know about. Did Charlotte know about it? So I think there's a chance, which has never happened before, of the Heat getting their pick back or a compensatory pick back from the pick still due to Charlotte for a player who very well, by the time that pick is exercised, will be permanently barred from the league. So again, so much of an evolving story. Not this hour, not today, not this week, but the NBA has a lot to dig out as Terry Rozier digs in, honestly, for what might be the fight of his life.
I find it very interesting to see what's going to happen. Like, let's just say hypothetically, the Heat's pick that goes to the Hornets in 2027 is like the 12th pick. Do they just move everybody down 1 pick in the draft and give Miami Heat 1 pick ahead of the Hornets? Because if the Hornets assumed everything was all good and the NBA knew it wasn't all good, like, it all just comes down to whether or not who knew. Who knew? Realistically. Chris White, the Heat trades assets after extension talks break down, move Norm to a contending team deadline for pick. He get lottery. That's something to do with this. And now for the NBA, the Hornets can't be forced to turn a first rounder due to the Heat, claiming, like the NBA, they didn't know, find and add a compensatory first round pick for the Heat in a year pick is forwarded to the Hornets. That in turn unlocks all true future Heat picks for trade. That's a big thing as well. I forgot they can't trade. They can't trade any picks. If the NBA is rigged, wouldn't that mean this should be Heat's prime opportunity to get the number 1 overall pick? Food for thought. You're not wrong. The NBA's biggest scandal in years, and Heat fans are worried about trying to get their first round pick back. Why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't they be, Tucker? Why wouldn't they be? That's all I'm going to say. But at the same time, like, as of Friday afternoon, the Heat was still in the information gathering mode, and it was undetermined if the team would attempt to recoup the first round pick sent to the Hornets in trade. The team is declining comment on possible course of action. But also the league is declining comment. Like, the league has been asked a bunch of questions. They won't. They're declining comment on it. Nobody knows what's going on here. Genuinely. Nobody has any idea what is happening here with this pick. Nobody knows. And the reality of the situation is that the Heat don't know because it all depends on how much was known. If the Hornets and the NBA knew, then, like, if they knew, then he should get the pick back or something. If nobody knew, and it's just an awful scenario, and they can't really get them their pick back, unfortunately. That's just unfortunate. They can't really do that. But it's a bit of a shit one. Like, if you're a Heat fan, it's not a good scenario at all. It's really not a good scenario at all. And this whole thing could have been, like, solved. This whole thing should have never happened. Like, it should never have happened. But at the end of the day, like, look, if nobody knew, nothing's going to happen. But if somebody knew, and that's if anybody knew. If anybody knew what was going on with Terry Rozier, then the Heat are probably going to get something back. Whether it be the exact pick, whether it be a pick for compensation, like, the Heat are going to get something back if it turns out people knew about this and the Heat were blindsided. But I would say before they try to get that pick back, they're going to make sure that they're going to get it back. Like, one thing I don't see them doing is I don't see them going down that route of trying to push the NBA. You probably have to go a legal route to get that the pick back for compensation, and I don't see them trying to do that unless it's a guarantee. Unless it's guaranteed they get it. But also, if you're the NBA, is it too bad a look to admit it and give them the pick back? That we basically screwed over this franchise, hoping that they weren't going to find out. Or maybe they did their investigation, they thought it was all good, and it just worst case scenario happened, so we're not going to punish either team, and we're going to give them a pick, and while we're also going to let Hornets keep their pick. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys.